So we are in the midst of the most dangerous 75 days on Quebec roads. The time between La Fête Nationale, June 23rd or so, and Labor Day is the deadliest 75 days on Quebec roads. In fact, almost a third of all annual road deaths occur in this 75-day span. The province's insurance board, automobile insurance board, the CAAQ, says that 116 people died in road accidents last year during this stretch. And here's the thing about road accidents that lead to death. Completely preventable. You know, we can prevent road accidents, right? And yet, every year, this is the most dangerous time of the year. Let's talk now with David Marcille, Montreal Communications Advisor over at CAA Quebec. David, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So, from your perspective, from the perspective of CAA Quebec, tell us about this deadly summer season.
Yes, so this is something we have been observing for a couple of years. It's a phenomenon that occurs every year. The day between Quebec National Day and Labor Day are the deadliest days on the road. You said it, almost a third, even more of a third of the deaths of all the year occurs during that period of time. So we really need to be, careful when we drive in summer. The roads are very busy. 57% of Quebecers are planning to spend their vacation in the province of Quebec. So they will be traveling with their cars across the province, and we're not even counting tourists from other provinces, other countries that will also be using the road. So lots of people, lots of travel kilometers during the summer, and basically makes up the 75 deadliest days.
Is it road trips? I mean, the accidents that we see, is it just ever across the province, regular type of travel that also goes up, or is it the road trippers? Like, who's getting in to these accidents?
It can be anyone, right? So the road reports don't state, it was people going on vacation. It could be motorcyclists. It could be cyclists, pedestrians. Basically, everyone using the roads could be a victim during that 75 days. So, of course, we'll have a lot of RVs on the road. People are not necessarily used to drive those. So it's important to be careful when, passing them. Make sure you are seen. They have a lot of blind spots around them that they wouldn't have in their regular cars, right? So it's different in the summer.
When you look at the regional breakdown here, when we look at where the accidents happen, does that change over the 75-day period compared to the rest of the year? Or is it pretty much the same type of spread when we look at regions in Quebec?
It's different, right? So last year, it was mostly touristic regions. So we had Gaspésie, Magdalen Islands, Marcille, Saguenay, North Coast, Chaudière-Appalaches, and the Laurentians. The Laurentians were pretty hit hard with the road reports.
What the cause of these accidents? I mean, I could throw so many things at you. Distracted driving, people being tired, speeding, the drunk driving. What do we know about this, David, when it comes to these accidents, the root causes?
Mm-hmm. So you said it, right? Most of those accidents could be prevented because 80% of these accidents occur because of at least one human factor. So one bad decision the driver made could be related to distraction, fatigue, speeding, alcohol. Last year, during the 75 days, the most used reasons were distraction and speeding. Those were really highlighted in the 75 days of last year.
What should we do to bring these numbers down?
Slow down, respect speed limits. People are going way too fast. Remember that part of the road trip, part of the vacation is the road trip, right? So enjoy the scenery, take your time. Also, use it's called perceptive visual exploration, which is the basics of driving. So look up and away. This improves your anticipation, widen your field of view, right? So for example, for a better chance of seeing a child coming out quickly from a private yard, for example, keep your eyes moving. There's nothing more dangerous than just staring while driving. Make sure, I said it before, but make sure you are seen. This can be achieved by using turn signals. Those are not optionals on a car. and always plan a way to avoid a situation that can happen quickly in front of you. So this requires a lot of anticipation. And I said it, slow down, especially when you approach a construction zone. People are working hard to, fix the roads that we have that can, are not so great sometimes. But, just be careful this summer. It's vacation.
We're with David Marcille, a Montreal Communications Advisor over at CAA Quebec, and we're talking about the deadliest time of the year on Quebec roads, and we're in it, the time between La Fête Nationale and Labor Day. David, is there a cause of accidents during this time? Because I think people have preconceived notions over what causes accidents. I know in my mind, I immediately think drunk driving, right, and how dangerous it is. But is there something that the public doesn't take perhaps as seriously as we should when we look at real causes of accidents?
Absolutely. Fatigue is one major cause. If you are tired before hitting the road, maybe take a 20-minute nap. It's been a big cause of accidents last year, and people seem to think, I'm tired, but I'll be fine. I'll just open the windows, turn up the music. Those are myths. It doesn't really work at all. The best way to avoid fatigue behind the wheel is simply taking a quick nap. Distraction. People are eating. People are drinking water, Gatorade, a lot of things. And this can be dangerous. I see people driving with their knees all the time. You should never do that.
Yeah. The behavior I see on Quebec roads, still with the smartphones as well. When I see someone weaving in and out of a lane, like they're not properly staying in their lane, and then I will speed up ahead to get around them, to get away from them. The amount of times I see they've got the cell phone and they're using the cell phone to this day, it's kind of unbelievable.
It is. Yeah, it is.
David, I want to ask you this. So I'm one of the 400,000 people in North America that have access to Tesla's full self-driving beta software, right? It's called full self-driving. It's a level 2 system, which means I've got to have my hands on the wheel. The cameras are looking at my eyes to make sure I'm on the road. I drove it yesterday from downtown Montreal to Verdun and back. I did not have to drive. It did the work, okay? I recently did Montreal to Toronto. It did 98%, 99% of the driving. The factors of fatigue and being able to monitor the road, those 8 cameras and the software do a much better job than a human can. Does CAA Quebec have a position on these types of software? Of course, it's not just Tesla, but there's other manufacturers that are trying to do something similar. Does CAA Quebec have a position on the use of these technologies and how they should be integrated in order to reduce road deaths? You should always use those technologies as a helper, but, always stay focused on the road. That would be the best advice. Don't rely on those technologies. Stay alert, right? Technology is great. It did, in your case, 99% of the work. But it's still artificial intelligence, right? We're human, so we can sometimes see situations that a computer wouldn't necessarily. So best advice is don't rely on those. You can use those to help, but stay focused on the road, definitely. But these technologies don't fall asleep. I mean, you mentioned fatigue is a big issue, and none of these systems allow you to get in the back seat. You have to have your hands on the wheel and looking ahead. Does CAA Quebec want to see more of this in order to reduce deaths, or has that not really come up as a discussion yet?
It didn't really come up as a discussion, right? We have car experts. They try these technologies. Oftentimes the conclusion will be, it's great. It's features. Some people want those features. Some people absolutely hate those features. So honestly, our position would be go with what you like, go with what you need. It's not because technologies are available that you either want or need them. So that would be your position on that.
Certainly going to be a thing to watch in the auto sector over the course of the next few years. David, thank you so much for coming on the show and talking about this deadly time of year on the roads.
Thank you.
That's David Marcille, Montreal Communications Advisor over at CAA Quebec.